Well, hello, you gardening wonders. It feels like it's been ages because it has been, and I'm still not on the plot. Actually, look out my dirty window. Yes, that's why I'm not going. Partly that, and I still have no car, and my front tyre on my bike needs some attention. But today, I wanted to show you the peppers that I've got growing on the windowsill in my living room, and I've got some ideas for the garden that will be going out in a little while. I want to show you what I'm thinking about and get your opinion. Anyway, first of all, check these out. The size of them. It's kind of hard to show you the colour because of the light. They're starting to turn red. And these are the Hungarian hot wax chilies, and I have to say they are the best chilies I have grown in years. In fact, this plant is so heavy. It's fallen over. I didn't stake it. Ugh. Ugh, my window hanger and everything. What a mess I'm in. Anyway, I'm going to have to harvest these. But they are colour stages. So you've got my green, that one's just turning, that one's bright red, absolutely gorgeous. I have another red one down here. Excuse my fly traps, it's disgusting but necessary. So there's another one which I will harvest today. Try to find some nice recipes for all these chilies. Now over here, these are meant to be, oh, these are meant to be my sweet peppers. Chocolate, so they're supposed to turn like a lovely dark colour and they're still very green. And when I see people who have these beautiful large sweet peppers, even if it's only a couple on a plant, I get so jealous because that is about the size of my sweet peppers. That's the only size I ever get, and that's Scooby making weird noises. So anyway, oh, there's more in here. Check this out. Crikey, they're everywhere. So I'm going to have to harvest and find some recipes. The plants in the back, by the way, I've got a couple of these, but I've got 3 here. These are lemon plants that I just grew from seeds out of a lemon I bought in the supermarket. And they are growing. They're brilliant. Not expecting lemons, but I like the plants. So, that's the chilies. They're a success. Can't guarantee everything else is. Oh, just before I go, these are my cayenne peppers. So actually that one's fallen over as well. There's quite a few on it. Oh, I'm going to have to stake these. Anyway, peppers, chilies in particular are doing great. Sweet peppers, not so great, but I do like my chilies. So, yes, plans in the garden. Let's go and have a look and I will tell you what I'm thinking. You'll probably be shaking your head going, Sharon, don't do it. But you know I'm going to. Look at those beauties. And they gorgeous. Look at the shine on them. They are starting to go red. So these two are. They've got a wee bit of colour on them, so I took them off. But look at the size of these. That is fantastic. I am delighted with them. Oh, the garden is just at disaster levels now, but never mind. Let's go in the polytunnel. Oh, I've come in the back door. It's really, really busy. Cucumbers galore, which is great because I've none left in the house. Look at that. It's a bit of a weird shaped one, but we'll take it. I'll just go on the other side to get them. I'm going to get these tomatoes. My cherry tomatoes have done well and far better than the other ones, which is the usual for me. And the wind's picking up. We've got quite a long walk ahead of us to get up to the shop. So I'm trying to grab some things before I go. And this big one here, oh, I'm going to have to come in and see what I'm going to do with this. I don't even know if you can see that. Hold on. I know I'm being lazy. I've only opened one door. That, oh, there you go. I can see I've got none. That is my beef steak. Oh, I think I'm going to have to stick with cherry tomatoes from now on. But what I wanted to show you and sort of discuss with you was this poor little apple tree. The apples this year, as you can see, are absolutely terrible. God, I wish they'd shut up. So they're terrible. The ones on this side are a bit better. Oh, do you want to see a neglected tomato plant? Yeah, I've given up. So this one is doing better. I can show you there. They're a better size and colour. Not great, but better. But what I was thinking, since they are growing and making an effort, and that cherry tree is not, I get nothing from that. And I get nothing but growth from the plum tree. And I'm really not happy with the plum tree because it's supposed to be black amber. And all I get are these tiny little yellow things which are hopeless. So, the question is, do I take them out and put these ones in? Swap them over basically. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. Yeah, and I know this isn't the right time to do it. So you know this is the time I want to do it. Thoughts, please. Give me your thoughts. There we go. Check that out. So I've got my chili peppers, I've got my tomatoes, I've got my cucumber. I've got a happy little harvest. It's the 30th of August, I just checked. Oh, now there is something else I've harvested which I haven't shown you. Most of you probably won't be interested, but a quick glimpse. Tobacco leaves. You can grow your own tobacco in Scotland. And yes, I do hang up herbs, onion, garlic, all sorts. Okay, so it's Sunday. I got my bike, so I better check the tyre. I knew it was leaking air somewhere, so I, did the thing, took it out, put it in water, couldn't find anywhere around that the air was coming out. Turns out it was coming out of the actual valve. Well, after all that, oh man, it took me that long to get the bike done. I kid you not, it took me that long to get the tyre thing off, find out what was going on with it, because I thought I had a puncture. Didn't have a puncture, it was a leaky valve. By the time I got all that done, it's nearly 4 o'clock. There's no way that I'm going to be getting cycled up there, get some work done, come back down, do everything else I've got to do. So the allotment is just, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And yes, I am very disappointed with that. So I thought, get a coffee and go and do some work in the garden. So if you wanted an allotment video, I'm sorry it's not going to happen today. I will try and get up during the week. Oh, guess what? I've actually got some sunflowers in the garden too. Very pleased about that. Got to look for the positives, so let's go and find some. There's one. Isn't that lovely? The wind's calmed down a little. It was very, very blowy earlier, which also put me off going on the bike. But yeah, there's one, and there's another one. Oh, I'm delighted. That one's needing a bit of support. Kind of wonky. Oh, yep. And this one, we're still waiting. Stay still. Still waiting. There you go. A couple of minutes later. Clouded over again. Forecast said it was going to be lovely and sunny. So I don't trust it. Would you? Anyway, check this out. Ah, yes. I've still to put the bike back in the shed. But it's fixed. It'll be fine for tomorrow. Right, this structure here, as you can see, is leaning, not looking too steady. So my plan was to dismantle it and take one that's in the polytunnel to put there instead. But I thought what I would do first is take this down. Those tomato plants aren't doing anything and they're not going to. So I want to take them out, clear that and put that in the shed for, well, for this year basically. So I think I'll do that instead. And I've got a little experiment. Now you see that box? I know it looks battered, but bear with me. That is potatoes that I've had lying in the house for ages. I've also got, oh my goodness, I probably shouldn't be showing you. That's like the little tiny ones and they're all sprouting. So I'm going to throw them all into that box and put in whatever spare compost I can find. I'll just see what happens. I just want to throw them in and see if I get anything. What I'm really trying to do is just get this tidied up so I can start doing some winter sowing and try and keep some salads coming through the winter this year. Yep, I'm starting to feel like I've made the right decision. I'm just going to wear these disposable gloves because I did cut my finger while I was doing the bike. And some of these jobbed it a bit. Well, they're dirty, aren't they? First thing I better do, put the hose back. I won't be needing that for a while. A lot of these little planters dotted all over the place, and I'll try and get in shot so you can see. They've got like a little bit of sad looking chard. There's 3 chards in it. A whole lot of quite pathetic spring onions. I'll do something with that. I've taken that top bar off to see if it's going to be any easier to get off. Oh, that's broken. Oh, do these things last longer than 10 minutes for anybody? Because they just seem to be such a waste of money. This is Bug Central down here and I hate it. So I went to get my wellies. I think they're still in the car. Yeah, the car that's up at the garage. I keep saying you live and learn. Seem to be learning, but never mind. We'll just carry on. Something died in here. That wouldn't surprise me. Here we go. Now we can see the culprits. That's the sun out. See what I mean? You can't trust today's weather at all. I'm wondering if I can use some of these connectors to make that other one stronger, therefore better, rather than taking the one out of the polytunnel. Oh, decisions. That doesn't sound good. You see, got flowers on it. And there, that's the other one. Nope. God, that's painful, isn't it? It's painful but necessary. There are little flowers here, but it's just not coming to anything. There's one there. No, it's just not happening. So I hate cutting plants down. I am going to cut these down, try and get that down, and then I'll bring you back and we'll see what's happening next. Because I don't know. At last, I got the cover off. Right. Some of them aren't coming off, really. They're not coming out too easily. Oh, I got a bug in my ear. But I'll show you an issue I have. This is just down the side and it was cleared. Everything just self-seeding, a lot of feverfew and whatever else has decided to join it. So I'm going to pull out some of that and then I think we'll throw some salt around and see if that helps. Sorry about the noise, neighbours cutting grass. But I've taken out the big weeds and I have covered that in salt. I haven't put vinegar on it yet, I'm going to just leave it at salt at the moment. And that's the frame, which is yet to be fully dismantled. Some of them are rusting and just coming apart, but I'm wondering if I can use them, like I said, to fix that. But first of all, I'm going to chuck and I mean chuck the tatties in there and then just cover them up with all the bits of compost that I find in old pots and the like. Again, another garden experiment, why not? Oh, and I'm going to clear the bottom of this. I'm going to take all of this out, cut these out, these little bits that you get coming off, and I'm also going to take off all these pathetic little apples. They're just no use. So they're all coming off. And that's what I have. Just chuck them in. Ooh, crikey, I'm tripping over all sorts here. You know what they say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Compost from the tomato. Come on, in you go. Look at that. For the love of all things holy. You know, it's times like this I think I should just stick with knitting. Perfection. It's not great, but that is as good as I can get it. I'm not going to get the top. I wanted 3 shelves. I can only get 2 because I just don't have the bars the right size to go across, but that'll do for now. That will do. It's not going to have an awful lot growing there over the winter, is it? So that's perfect. And over here, just laid out a few things. That took me ages. Oh, drives me nuts. I'm going to take out these tomato plants here and give them a trim because there's not much happening here. These really are messy. Now there's flower heads here, but there's no, I don't see any fruit. So this one is just far too big. And I'm going to be quite ruthless. Chop, chop. I've got far too much in here, to the point where I can't get to things that need to be tidied up. Oh, I've got a tomato. I got some tomatoes coming on the big one. Will it be enough? We'll see. Right, let me do my chopping. It's the side shoots have gone mad. I didn't get to them, so they've gone too big. This one, believe it or not, it's in a bit of a state, but he's actually producing really well. That needs a tidy up as well. Do you see this? Look at the state of that. There's flowers on it, and I don't care because it's just quite a few flowers on it. I do care a wee bit. It's a bit late now. This is chaos. What I tried to do was put some, what I thought was the cherry tomatoes in its planter with some little, marigolds, and I thought that'll look nice. This is in the planter. This huge, whatever this is a mistake. Cucumber plants have been fantastic this year. Absolutely brilliant. I harvested another 3 yesterday. What I've done, I've tied strings just to the central bar, and as they grow, wrapping them round the string just so that they're up, and then the cucumbers can hang down, and I can see what needs harvested and what needs chopped. But I can't see them if the tomatoes are out of control the way they are. Do you know what? That's too many for you. Flowers still have to come off. There's too much. I can see already the airflow here is going to be much, much better, so that's good. Do you know, I'm actually glad I didn't go to the allotment. This needed to be done. There's a good little cucumber there, and there. Okay. Right, this is what I have taken off. Oh, you probably won't be able to see much of a difference. Believe me, there is a difference. That's a huge difference. Oh, actually, I missed tomatoes. Look at these nice little ones. Look at that. So cute. A bit pathetic, but it will do. Tomato is a tomato. Anyway, so a lot more airflow. Ah, there's one in there. See the yellow? It's a bit too close. I need to get to that. I'll try and get that sorted after dinner. But there is actually, probably doesn't look like it on here, but there is more airflow than there was, definitely. So I'm actually going to leave that open for now, go and do dinner, and then come back and water them. This side's still a work in progress, which I'll add these onto here. Tomatoes. Still a work in progress. All of these pots, they do go into the shed for the winter. They won't stay there because they'll just get blown around the garden otherwise. So I've made a start. To be honest, I didn't quite realise things had gotten that bad. I normally just go on the other side. I knew it was needing work. So I've done what I can do today. I have to go and do some other stuff. I'll tidy this up, and then after dinner I'll come out and give them a bit of a feed and a water. I did give them some feed during the week, but they look like they need a bit more. Oh, and raspberries. I'll show you the raspberries at the end. They are autumn raspberries. They look fantastic. I've picked loads, and now they're really common, thick and fast. But if you have made it this far, thank you very much for your company, and until the next one, which hopefully will be on the allotment. I'll show you this if I ever get it finished, but hopefully we'll be on the allotment next time. But until then, you take care of your wee self. Look at these. There are so many. I've actually missed quite a few. As you can see, they're going over. But there's still loads. It's just red, 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 red. Oh, lovely. Anyone for a raspberry?